And we're back. Yesterday was a shorty because Tara, Bannon, and Edgar, their section was just go to Narsh, dummy. Next, Locke's. This one might take a little bit longer. Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops, but now he desperately needs to escape. So he gets the fun bit, because he gets to sneak around and do stuff. Nuts. Gotta get to Narsh on the fly. So if you talk to soldiers or if you talk to the Magitech armor guys, bad. It's bad. And I remembered from the last video to actually equip myself. So let's do it. You know what? He might need that. Yeah. He might be better off having more attack power. So yeah, don't talk to those soldiers. Just don't do it. So you gotta kind of work your way around and down and all sorts of stuff. My grandfather was a servant for the richest man in town. Oh, that guy. Only people dressed as merchants can pass through. Aha. So, let's go beat us up a merchant. I'm absolutely serious. You're that thief, Locke, aren't you? Hey! Call me a treasure hunter or I'll rip your lungs out? Jesus. That's very graphic. This poor douche. I've been using that word a bit too much, I apologize. And there we go with the stealing mechanics not working again. Not very PG of me. I apologize. But there we go. And speaking of PG, he is wearing trousers, but technically they call it birthday suit, which means he's nude. These are a little tight, but the price is right. I gotta go. So, that's the mechanic. And yet he's somehow wearing stuff. I don't blame them for reusing that sprite, given what he just endured. Merchant, right? You can pass through. Hooray! So... not over there. Definitely not over that way. But if we go around up and down and around, we find this guy! Scram, you blockhead! Same thing. Hooray! Took one chance. Here we go! These are a little too big, but they'll do. Ah! And cool thing is, if you're a merchant, you can talk to merchant types. If you're an officer, you can talk to officer types, and they'll tell you stuff, but it's NPC banter. They don't really do anything. Time's up. Good, I'll take a break. So, follow along. I think he was giving me a hint. Ah, yes, he was. Because if you recall, well, this inn and cafe are now occupied by troops who are getting drunk. But there's this guy who's doing a thing. Hey, you! Come to steal my cider? You thief! Oh, you done messed up now. Yeah, I did it the first time. The game is making it seem like its stealing mechanics are actually worthwhile. That's pretty hilarious. Sometimes it takes like 5 turns to get it right. That's not it. But yeah, I took the old man cider too. Let's go get an old man drunk. Thanks. Thank you for letting me leave. So you don't need to talk to these guys again. You just have to go down here. Talk to the kid again. And you go up. Cider. Secret passage? That's the one that leads to the rich man's house. Go downstairs and give my grandson the password. It's... I forgot. Too much drinking. So... the password is courage. Secret entrance. I can just imagine that kid just posing and just go, secret entrance. So he goes underneath here. And as we were doing the thing, just checking out their stuff. Gotta work around. There's those elixirs. I told you that they're kind of hidden sometimes in those little bins there. And a phoenix down. I used one of them before, so it's nice to have. And the music stopped. But if you work your way around, you can... I don't think that guard has an enviable job dealing with those kids. And that's the trader. Don't care about him. Just let me go here. We saw this before. So you can wander in with these on, but you actually do have to change your clothes. And he's got magical girl powers. He just switches. Huh? I've seen her before. Of course. She's one of the Empire's generals. And she's not having a good time. This is what happens to traitors. Product of genetic engineering. A battle-hardened Magitech knight. With a spirit as pure as snow. I'm just gonna say this much. She's my favorite character. I'm gonna be using her all the time. I know her ability is not the best, but I don't care. There, I said it. She's my favorite character. It's done. You can fight me on it if you want, but Celeste is awesome. So the mighty Celeste has fallen. How can you serve those cowards? Hold your tongue. Isn't it true that Kefka's going to poison the people of Doma? Shut up! I hate to be in your shoes tomorrow. Keep a close eye on her. Yes, sir. I can go for... Too much cider. I could go for days without sleep. I thought Zidane was the monkey. Good job. That guard sure did a number on her. I bet if she weren't chained up, she would have just bitch slapped him all over the place. Oh, I don't know. Let one of the main characters of the game just sit there? No. And you are... I'm with the Returners. My name is Locke. Returners? I used to be General Celeste. Now I'm just a common trader. They don't go into detail as to why she's considered a traitor, which is a bit of a problem. But all you have to do is consider this in medias res, and it's not really such an issue. They do enough to establish her character, otherwise it's not a big deal. Let's go! You take me along? Thanks, but no thanks, I could barely walk. I'm grateful, but even if you did get me out, you'd never be able to protect me. I think I'm better off here. I'll protect you. Consistent with his character. Trust me, you'll be fine. You have no idea, Locke. You have no idea. Let's go. Wait. This soldier has something important on him. There's a clock key in his pocket. Sorry, it's... I might use that for the title of the video. My God. Of course you take it. This... Let's go. So yes, Celeste is in our party, and for all the bantering about being in pain and shit, she's actually better than Locke in almost every way. And that rune edge I picked up, well, there we go. So her whole idea is similar to Terra's. There was a rumor, I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but kind of funny. I should give that to Locke to be safe, but I mean, it's consistent with his character. I should do that, because that's his whole thing. And it gives him an extra added thing, even though he's not the best at it. That means... Do I want to give her... No, I think I'm going to get something else later that's going to make better. As much as I like to give her stuff. So, Celeste is practically Terra 2.0. Except she uses ice skills. But she's the second of, I believe, 4 characters who innately use ice. Well, 5 technically. But for now, she is pretty much the same as Terra, save for her little bit of a stat distribution. So Locke has a little bit more strength and speed, but she is... Look at that magic. Look at that magic. And, of course, she has more HP. That's kind of hilarious. But now they gotta escape. So let's save before we find out stealing is wrong. And, yes. We'll show off Celeste's unique ability at some point. The game actually does a good job of telling us what it is in a minute. But we're not going to need that for now. And to be fair, Celeste's skill is nowhere near what Terra's will be. But I have a very good reason for putting Celeste as my favorite character. Ow. Ow. And it mostly has to do with her story arcs. And we'll see this throughout the game. She is amazing. Her story arc is amazing. And I defy anybody to say otherwise. I know that everybody has a favorite character, and you're allowed to have that. My opinion says Celeste has one of the best. And it's uniquely tied to Locke, which is kind of funny. But I won't give it away in case people have never played this before. But yeah, Terra's better in battle, but Celeste is a better character story. At least to me. And there is this... I don't know if it's a rumor or if it was confirmed, or it's something strange about how Celeste and Terra interact throughout the game, but I can talk about it without it being too much of a problem. Terra and Celeste usually don't share screen time. That pupper went running away. It's weird. And it's not something like they're twins or something. It's just a weird coincidence that the game ended up happening where they're pretty much the same class. They've got the same magic-based knight setup. Almost by pure accident. Because to be honest, Terra was... Well, he's dead. Terra was meant as a magic user, and I would have thought like a magic-based party member. But... Okay, let's use that Phoenix down we got. Funny. And it just ends up being a weird coincidence. Ow, that hurt. That... Ow, don't do that. That, Terra and Celeste, for whatever reason, don't share a lot of screen time. And I think that bears it out. Yay, free damage. Ow. What that also does mean is that there's kind of a... It's kind of a weird setup this game has where... Oh, those earrings are nice. Those will improve attack power for magic spells. And let's boom. But what this ends up doing is it creates a kind of like, who's the main character? What's the main idea? The prevailing theory, and the one that I think everybody goes with, is there is no main character. Judging by how the game presents itself, Terra and Celeste tend to be the main characters of the main characters, but Locke, Edgar, and Sabin kind of fit as that secondary, like, if there was a main party, it would be them. Why are you helping me? You remind me of someone. But what does it matter anyway? I just want to, okay? So I need a tent. Or what I could do is save. So let's steal a nap from Sabin's house, why don't we? Or we could fight some grease monkeys for some money. Fun. Because it'd be nice to get some magic back. I do not have Phoenix talents. Ow! But yeah, this is one of those rare games where there is no main protagonist. This is an ensemble cast. And, you know, even with movies with ensemble casts, there's that, like, de facto main character. And Terra and Celeste, for better or worse, are those. I would say, if anybody, Terra probably has that, just because she's the first character you get. She gets the most screen time and all this. But again, Celeste gets almost as much, but you won't see that for a while. But suffice it to say, the 5 characters we have right now, if this were going off other games' logic, would have been the main party. I like all the other characters in the game, but none of them really... Oh, that sounds bad. None of the other party members really fit that main character vibe or main party vibe. And the enemies are stronger now, by the way. This is the same cave we were in earlier, and, well, they're dead. So, Final Fantasy VI does things just differently. And hey, X Potion, this is what you get if you saved that for later. You've got some great characters, I'm not gonna lie. And it's the interplay between all of them, in most cases. There are character dynamics and relationships that get explored that, other than Final Fantasy IV to most of an extent, like Final Fantasy V really doesn't go there. They were still kind of feeling out the process and not really getting what I feel this game kind of perfected. And I know later games really focused in on the interpersonal character dynamics. But this was the first one to really get it right. Final Fantasy IV had a couple and had some great moments, but the writing still felt a little choppy and very standard. This is the first game where you took a couple characters, you gave them the situation, you gave things humor, you gave things gravitas, you gave things weight to it. Other than, we gotta save the planet, we gotta save the crystals. Everybody has kind of their motivation. You want to save the world from the Empire threat? Yeah. And some of the characters are that. You know, Edgar and Sabin, for instance. But Locke has a reason. Celeste has a reason. All of them have reasons to hate the Empire. And I do not want him to die. I gotta kill and heal. God damn it. I don't know why I did that. I'm starting to wonder if they locked my MP. That's a weird glitch that shouldn't be a thing, and uh-oh. Okay. Okay, you hit Celeste. I can live with that. Yeah, something tells me they locked her MP so she can't use it. That's not something that I've seen in the other versions, which is weird. There might be another chest, don't care. Because recovery spring, yay! Okay, they didn't. Good. Alright, let's go back over here. And go up here. Get more fights in now that I'm fully healed. Oh, you gouged my eyes out. You suck. Yeah, go. Man, I wish I could get rid of those random encounters somehow. I wonder if the game has a thing that I could use later that'll let me do that. Spoilers, it does. Not for a while, but it does. A thunder rod, you say? I'm gonna keep that. I mean, you could use it, but I'm gonna keep it. Specifically, this boss, I think that's why they gave it to you. But whatever. Spoilers for the boss. I mean, you could have figured that one. I mean, what game doesn't have bosses, right? Say hello to Tunnel Armor. tunnel armor. I'll draw its magic attack. It won't hurt us. Huh? I can simply absorb the attack with my rune blade. You gonna be okay? Just you watch. Haha! So this is Celeste's main mechanic. As long as she has the rune blade, the first magic attack that gets used will get absorbed and she gets the MP from it. So don't accidentally try to cure somebody. Don't actually try to... You gotta wait for the enemy to use magic. And there are a few instances in the game where this becomes useful. This fight being one of them. I'm sure this guy can smack me, but he's not gonna, in most cases. You just let Locke beat the crap out of it. He's smart to my plan now. But yeah, is it the most useful skill? No. But in certain fights in the game, specifically boss fights, it is a lifesaver and will turn the tide of battle. It's something that you can use if you end up fighting a... Stop hitting me! You're supposed to use magic, you dummy! So again, Celeste, her skill is not what I'd consider one of the better ones. But it has its moments. And that's all you need to know. But that's it! We've done it! So there's this segment done. And next time, we get to Sabin's long journey. And long as in relative to these other ones. So, we'll get to Sabin's next time. Thanks for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch at Citizen Strife. We'll be back with more Final Fantasy VI next time.